Hi, it's Crazy Monkey here again. This is my second update for the blog. So basically what I'm going to talk right now is I'm going to make some 5-minute video clips, a lot easier to understand the information that way. So what I'm going to talk about right now is zoning. Zoning is a major issue and a lot of people are totally unaware of zoning. Zoning is the reason why house prices are sky high. You know, you go to cities like San Francisco, you go to cities all over the West Coast in the United States, and you have very, very strict zoning rules. They won't allow skyscrapers in most neighborhoods. Most neighborhoods are zoned single-family residential. They will not allow skyscrapers to be built. Portland, Oregon has a smart growth zone around the city in the farm fields where you cannot build houses. They do not allow houses to be built in the farm fields around Portland. And then every few years they change it where they'll allow a few houses to be built, but it's very controlled. And the government controls it on purpose to make the prices sky high. Same thing in Vancouver, same thing in a lot of western cities, and probably cities around the planet, I imagine, is that you have these very strict zoning rules, and the zoning rules are done on purpose to make house prices skyrocket. Now what needs to happen is the zoning laws need to be radically changed. My opinion is a city, say San Francisco for example, 10% of it should be historical preservation. You know, so your beautiful Victorian houses, you know, the Castro Theater, Coit Tower, you know, Chinatown, all the most beautiful buildings, beautiful areas of San Francisco, they should be historical preservation. That would be about 10% of the city. 10% should be historical preservation. So that should remain intact, not changed at all. And then I believe 40%, you know, of the city should be low density. So 40% of San Francisco should be low density, meaning houses, small apartment buildings, townhomes, basically small buildings and houses. And then I believe 50% of San Francisco should be high density, and that's basically as tall as the developers want to go. If they want to put in a 50-story skyscraper, perfectly okay. You know, I think 50% of the city should be zoned high density to allow any type of development. As high as you can go, as high as the skyscrapers can be built, they should be allowed to be built, in my opinion. I think most cities, that's the way it should be. You know, 50% of the land use in the city, 50% of the land area should be high density, allowing skyscraper construction. And the second we allow that to happen, the housing prices will go down quick, and housing will get much more affordable. But I know the rich liberals would not like that. You know, the rich liberals will never support that because all these zone restrictions, all these smart growth zones that the liberals support so much, it's all designed to make their house price skyrocket. And it's designed to make it so people like me and you, we can't buy a house because the prices are so high we can't afford it. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to wreck our lives and make them rich. And they will not change the zoning because the zoning is how they're getting rich. They're getting rich off our misery, and it's sick. It's really, really sick. And, you know, I just want to say to you liberals, you know, living in your $3 million house in LA, San Francisco, Seattle, Vancouver, Canada, you know, Sydney, you know, wherever you live, your $3 million house, and it's like 2,000 square feet, and the price should be about $300,000, $400,000, but the price instead is like $2 or $3 million because zone restrictions make the price skyrocket, and because mass immigration makes there be a massive housing crisis, which makes the prices skyrocket. That's another issue. You know, I just want to say, you know, you're just sick. All right, you're just sick. I mean, I was on the internet looking at these different community activist sites that support zone restrictions, and it's just sick. I mean, they're just showing the pictures of the people that support the zone restrictions are mostly these senior citizen types. No offense against seniors, but that's mostly these people. And it's like they bought their house for dirt cheap like 30, 40 years ago. They bought their house in like San Diego or San Francisco or Seattle, and they paid like $50,000 for their house. And then they supported all these zone restrictions in the 70s and 80s and so forth. And then the zone restrictions blocked new development. That's what they supported. And now because of that, their house price is like $2 million. They made a massive amount of money because of socialism. They use socialism, they use big government zone restrictions to get rich, and it's sick, it's really sick. And we young people, us younger people, you know, that don't own houses, what we need to do is we need to band together and we need to do ballot initiatives. You know, just like the filthy rich liberals that bought the houses and made the house prices go to 2 or 3 million with zone restrictions, just like they put all those zone restrictions on the ballot box to get them voted in. What we need to do is we need to put things on the ballot box to eliminate zone restrictions. We need to put things on the ballot box to guarantee 50% of the land uses for skyscrapers. Instead of 10% for skyscrapers or 15% for skyscrapers, we need to make it 50% for skyscrapers. We need to make mass development happen. Instead of zone restrictions, we need to go the opposite way and make massive new development. Build houses everywhere, build skyscrapers everywhere, just build, build, build. And if we create a building boom, that will create millions of blue-collar jobs for construction workers. That will create millions of blue-collar jobs for truck drivers that drive the construction materials to the sites. Millions and millions of good wage jobs will be created if we create a building boom. And the building boom needs to be created to create those millions and millions of good paying jobs. So I just want to talk about that issue. Thank you.